What is up, everybody? This is Mark the Mike. This is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I am Mark the Mike. I'm joined by my tag partner, Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
Today, we have a lot of wrestling to cover, but first, we have our wrestling retrospect, and your pick was Kara. I can't say his first name. Kasori Sabata?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sabata. Um, yeah, Sabata. So, your first match.
Uh, I don't know who this person is, but I saw a giant mountain of a man fighting Shibata, so I had to pick it. It is uh BML, Big Mouth Loud, apparently. It's on their YouTube channel. Katsuri Shibata versus Alan Karayev. Karayev. I'm
Yeah.
assuming he's a big Russian guy. It's not really that much of a wrestling type match, but it you can see it's not it's more like shoot fighting.
Okay.
So it's like the stuff that we used to see Suzuki in when he was young. So it's not exactly like Pride or UFC type, but it's
Okay.
a hybrid stuff, and it's actually pretty fun. It's he gets sumoed up, like the dude's just throwing palms and Shibata goes down like twice. Um
Oh, I
and
see him.
again,
He had like a red streak in his hair.
no.
No, okay, he
He's
isn't.
a big
Okay.
white guy. And he's got the Wi-Fi signal on his butt, very very big, which is pretty funny because he's gigantic. So you got full coverage on his behind. And he does the claw on him. Like that's pretty funny.
Nice.
The giant guy does the claw on, and he does a claw into a standing powerbomb.
Yeah,
Like that dude is huge. Like
that's crazy.
you might just want to see it just to see how big he is. I don't think that guy actually like went into pro wrestling. I think he just was in this type of mixed type of deal.
Okay.
He doesn't win though, because Shibata taps him out with a heel hook.
Nice.
So the bigger you are, the harder you can get your heel broken. There you go.
All right. My first match, I found the full match. Shibata versus Shelton Benjamin. This is a New Japan Cup 2014. This was in Nigo Conference Hall. They actually had the date and everything. So this was for the cup. This was when he was part of Shizuki's crew. Shelton Benjamin was part of them. I didn't know that. So this was him versus Shibata. This was hard. This is the most like hard hitting thing I've seen Shelton Benjamin in, like beyond WWE, because I most of the stuff I've seen Shelton Benjamin is WWE. So seeing him going into and going back and forth and going blow to blow with Shibata was actually kind of cool, and kind of wish that he goes back to New Japan so we can see some more of that. But he catches him with a complete shot right into, like, he takes his head and like slams it on the mat and he beats Sabata for in the tournament. But this, he took a licking throughout the whole match though. Like the kicks that Sabata brings is stiff and mean and angry. Like if they tell me, "Oh, your first match is Sabata," I'm like, "Yeah, I quit. Bye. I'm not doing that."
No,
That
thank
dude
you.
that dude headbutts people for real.
No, thank you.
I'm good. He came back from like a brain hemorrhage and shit, and he fucking still headbutting people with it. It's fucking insane. But yes, there you go. Yeah, BML. I actually see. I just found it just popped up on my Google search. So the next match.
Well, let's see. The second one I have is no, it's not a wrestling network. It is Pavel Durak. If you would like to check the YouTube, that is where you'll find it. Katsuri Shibata versus Chris Hero, NJPW/RevPro. But apparently this is something called Global Wars UK, 2016, day two. I do know a little bit about RevPro. I know
I
like Walter
know.
and I know Osprey's
Yeah,
in
I
there.
know Osprey wrote. I think this like British strong style. There's like highly British strong style there.
Okay.
But I know Osprey, Ricochet, Prince Devitt, they all kind of had some time there.
So this one, pretty much what you think, because this looks like, so 2016. I assume Chris Hero was already Cash's Ono at the time because he's already heavier. But I do believe that point in NXT I had already seen, and he was there, right?
Yeah,
2016.
yeah. He was still he was out of. He came back I think 2018 into
Uh,
NXT.
all right. Yes.
But yeah, he had like a thyroid problem, and that's why it, like
Yeah,
made him.
it's not
Yeah,
not an issue. It didn't slow him down in the ring.
nah,
So,
he's a beast.
and then this one is more strike for strike, not necessarily wrestling, which is like, again, it's different. But again, that's kind of why I wanted to watch people fight Shibata
Yeah,
to see who does who wants to actually stand up and strike with him.
there's not many, or they
because I
regret it.
know
They highly regret it right after.
because I know after a while it's no bueno.
Yeah.
But see, I did not know that that's what Hero was known for at the time.
Oh
So,
yeah.
like you said about the British strong style, that's more what he was doing. So, yes, they start out doing a little test of strength, but they really go into just like punching each other. And then you hear on the commentary, even when Chris Hero gets away with some of those punches, he's like, the ref's being a little lenient because that was a straight right hand. Like there's a few of those that's just, and he's good at delivering them because he knows how to do the snap where
Yeah.
you hear everything. So prepare for people just be oohing and ahhing because they are throwing bombs.
Yeah.
Um, I say there's a few things that like there's a crazy looking pile driver that Hero does to him. But he does not win the match actually. Like as much as he starts dominating, like towards the end, he actually gets caught with the sleeper in the combo into the. I didn't realize that was like his finisher
Yeah.
is the PK kick.
Oh, okay.
So he dropped him down to sitting with the sleeper and then kicked him. So there you go.
My next match is this was a pretty crazy tag team match and Noah, pro wrestling Noah. This is Sabata and Kenta tag teaming versus Morishiyama and Yoni. And so I picked this match again. I gotta start. Always pick the matches that they lose and not win, but the way they lost was fucked up in a mean way. Is the fact that again we had higher energy last week, and you know the devastation device, right? So think of the
Mm-hmm.
devastation device, but the dude does a full spinning wheel kick and kicks the shit out of you, and you land on your neck.
So good.
The match itself was like brutal as hell. Two guys that kicked the shit out of people, which is Kenta and Sabata, both being on the tag team, it's just fucked up. But the guys that they were fighting were even as evil as it is too, and they just beat the crap out of each other and whatnot. Um, One kind of did like a Stan Hansen clothesline, and then he took him out with like a mean back suplex, and that's what Colt finished the match. But they beat the snot out of each other. But that spinning wheel kick, devastation device, is insane. I gotta send it to you because you gotta see how Kenta landed. I was like, oh, it looked painful, but it was a really good match. His brown and
Yeah.
gold tights. So yes, that's my second match.
The last one I have is, let's see, it's from 2017. It says uh is Shibata versus Kenny Omega. This is cleaner era Kenny Omega. So what outfit he's got on and music. I have not seen. I didn't know they fought. Honestly, I thought Shibata did not come back before
Oh, Mega was still there
when
when
he
before
like
he
amazing.
left.
No, I'm talking about his injury. I don't know the timeline of any of his stuff, so I thought he didn't come back until recently, but apparently it was before that. So he's around
No,
this period.
he stopped in 2020 and then he came
Oh,
back
so he
last
stopped
year.
later.
Yeah.
Ah, so he had an injury. I got
Yeah, he has a lot of matches in Omega, especially in G1 cuz he was part of G1 for quite some time.
you. Okay,
He,
so I know. Yeah, I never saw
yeah.
those matches. This one is like this one is actually like I think personally the best out of all the ones I saw. Kenny's on fire in this one, but it's also he's not stupid
Yeah.
and he doesn't fight him because he comes in taped up. Like Kenny's got a little patch on his back, but Shibata's got like tape on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And the first thing he does when Shibata tries to bully him to the ropes is reverse him and then immediately lock his arm under the rope and then try to pull on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, see, I don't understand what's wrong with wrestlers nowadays. But if your opponent comes in the ring with tape on, why would you start doing anything else but trying to hit that body part?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what Kenny does is try to injure him, like just all over. He tries to take out his knees, he tries to take out his shoulder, tries to take out he tries to take out his knee with a stretch muffler for like two solid minutes. Like it's kind of brutal.
Yeah.
So I think this one is actually good just to see somebody not stand up and try to go back and forth with Shibata. Um, and he has a pretty good counter to the one winged angel, which is you know how Kenny has to pull your head to tuck you down, right?
Yeah.
So when he puts his arm up, he just grabs his arm and then catches him in a what do you call that? Not crossface, a cross arm. There you go. There you
There
go.
you go.
So like he's sitting on his back and cross arming him, which like again is ridiculous. And then the match ends again is the sleeper combo into the kick. So that's how he ends it.
All right. My last one. I guess I was a put them. I think them two had probably one of the biggest rivalries when I started watching New Japan. So this is Sabata versus Suzuki. This one was, I think, for the pure the this was the never open weight title. Let's say this is 2011, and this match is just, you know how stiff Suzuki could be. You know how stiff that this guy could be. This went to a straight shoot fight more than anything. There was a lot of counters, a lot of mean kicks, a lot of mean chops, a lot of mean everything. You understand why he had a brain, the fucking hemorrhage in his head after this match, because the amount of headshots and fucking things that he landed on his neck with. And same thing with Suzuki. I'm surprised he's still wrestling to this day. He wrestles really good to this day. But this is back and forth. This is just they just fucking look like they hated each other, and they showed it in that match. Sabata wins, but he barely like wins off of a submission. Like he has it locked, but Suzuki's trying to get out, and then it looked like he passed out, and that's how he won. So they kind of just went that he couldn't take it no more. Um, Let me see the year, because I couldn't find the year. Yeah, I said the year, 2011, July 22nd, 2011. This was just part of New Japan Greatest Moments. Suzuki Sabata. That's how they have it. He looks like a young dragon in this match. Too. He looks quite young. So there you go.
Hmm.
That's my third one. A lot of mean matches. Good stuff.
Yep.
Like it. We have a new wrestler at the end of the show. So first we kick off with Monday Night Raw, and we have a package championship picture, a pack championship picture, but we got Lugia Kaiser introducing the new King of the Ring General, Gunta. A lot of back and forth. You had Damian Priest come out. You had Drew McIntyre. They all kind of had beef and things to say about everyone. So um, it's gonna be interesting. This title picture is looking very interesting right now because again, Drew McIntyre has a title shot at the next pay per view Clash, but then where Walter is, and maybe he might get into it as well. So we gonna he has his title match at SummerSlam, so it's a lot of shit going on.
Yep, at least we know who Priest's opponents are, so you don't have to wonder who do
Yeah,
they have lined up for him. So it could be another disappointment
yeah,
for McIntyre.
yeah, because you're not
CM
done with
Punk is
Punk yet.
still CM Punk is still lurking.
Yeah, he say he gonna
So
fucking make you cry. He's gonna make you cry again.
I don't expect to see Drew McIntyre as champion soon. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but really good way to open up the show.
Definitely.
And Priest is really like holding it down as champion. I'm digging his promos. He's getting more comfortable, and that's good to see.
And he just speaks common sense.
Yeah,
Again, he
exactly
keeps
too.
telling them, he's like, where do you guys work? Don't you know how things work here?
Yeah. Uh, this match happened, and JD is a he tried. He did try against Braun Strowman. It was a good
Well, he
match.
messed up. He messed up, and that's why he has the match. He did not do the Judgment Day business,
Yep.
and then he was also supposed to do Judgment Day business in this match. And let me just say, he's lucky he is not splatted on the canvas right now, thanks to Carlito and Finn Balor.
Yeah. Finn Balor is just taking beatings. Finn Balor is like it's Goldar right now with the Putty Patrol, just taking ass whoopings. Braun Breaker ruined Ricochet in Dragon Off's match. Fucking crazy. Yeah, Braun. I think they're fighting tonight, so it's gonna be interesting. Um, Karrion Cross.
Ricochet's
Oh, go
got
ahead.
something to prove. That's all I know. He's got something to prove,
Yeah,
but he's still taped up. I don't know if that's a good idea.
we got
So I'm gonna
Karrion
say,
Cross recruits Xavier Woods and the Creed brothers versus Authors of Pain.
well, he ain't recruiting anybody.
No, he's trying to recruit.
No, he's just saying nice things to Woods. He
Oh,
likes
okay.
Woods. He didn't say to join them. He just likes Woods. He doesn't care about Kofi.
No,
He thinks Kofi's a old man who's keeping him down. So I
Kobe.
think he's trying to break up the New Day.
Yeah, he's trying. The Miz promo shit with the icing truck had me laughing.
hmm He's good. Don't
That
forget.
shit had me laughing. We got Sheamus and Luke Kaiser intensify their rivalry. That's what their words, not mine. But I'm actually looking forward to the match. They are
Well, I
actually
mean,
fighting
well,
tonight.
what happened on the show? What you saw that you thought was good between these two guys?
Um, one just wants to beat the shit out of the other, and then Sheamus is getting fucking pissed, and it looks like they are supposed to fight tonight. So you're gonna probably see that match.
They still doing their little back and forth. Last thing I saw,
Yeah,
Sheamus had some funny stuff to post about this guy. I mean, to be honest, sure, Kaiser looks the part, but you gotta remember, these guys been losing forever, man. They
that is
just been
true.
losing, losing, losing. So
Well,
how you take them serious?
yeah, and he don't have the little Italian to blame.
No, they lost so much they had to get rid of a guy. Come on,
Yep,
you see what I'm saying? Gunther needs he needs to do something because he got his own party patrol.
yep. We have a promo with Lyra Valkyrie and Becky Lynch. Then we go to Lyra Valkyrie versus Kairi Sane. Good match.
hmm
I want to
Good.
Sane to win though.
Yeah, but you see who's on the up.
Yeah, I like the eye patch, the new little pirate gimmick she has. Dom Dom must answer to the World Heavyweight Champion. Well, he's getting questioned about his involvement in match, and he's pretty much like, "Oh, I'm gonna go fix it."
Well,
We'll
I
see.
mean, Carlito's wrestling, so at least that's something good.
Yep. Rey Mysterio versus Carlito. This ends Rey Mysterio wins, but then Le Champion got pissed off and fucked people up and chokeslammed Rey Mysterio as well.
Well, that's unfortunate that there was some shenanigans that took place. That's why he came out
Yeah.
because M. Balor was ineffective.
Balor was infected. Yeah, you have a gang that just get putty patrols right now. That's sad. Otis versus Big Bronson Reed. Uh, Good match. Bronson Reed wins, and then he skulls the Alpha Academy.
I mean, it was pretty short. It
Yeah,
was mostly a story thing. We're just building up to Otis eventually breaks free from his shackles.
beat the khaki out of him.
Just leave him a khaki colored stain on the mat.
Yep.
Squash him.
Uh, then we have our main event, which is the steel cage match of the women's world championship. We got Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch. With the little help of Dom Dom. And well, honestly, I'll say more
Oh,
help
we
with.
we skipped the whole thing
Oh,
because
okay.
we had Otis lose the match and then
Yeah.
he was about to be whipped
Yeah.
by
And
Master Gable, and then Sami Zayn came out
yes, there you go.
and then stopped him from stopped that kid from beating a grown man with a belt on
Yep.
national television. So
There you go. No Jey
their
Uso this show.
rivalry is still going.
Jey Uso was absent of the show. Just noticed that. Steel cage match. Again, women's championship. Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch. I thought it was a solid match. I thought they did pretty good. But right now, like when Becky's in a steel cage match, all I can think about is the Trish Stratus in her match, and I want things to be in that thing. So I want them to use the cage more and more and stuff like that. But it was a fun match. Um, I'll say Braun Strowman is the one that kind of caused it, but Dom Dom was interfering, so Dom's gonna get the blame for it, not Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's the one that swing the fucking gate to Becky's head. Just saying.
Wrong place, wrong time.
But Liv wins. Takes
Wrong
advantage and
place,
wins.
wrong time. He just doesn't understand that Becky doesn't want his help.
Yep, yep. Whatever way you give it.
I give it a B plus, A minus. Like
Okay.
I think a lot of the story stuff was pretty good. I like the Gable Otis thing a lot because it's just ridiculous.
Yep.
It's just ridiculous. Um, like we started off with really good promos. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And then you have Braun just still killing people.
Yeah.
So it was good stuff.
Yep, yep. What we got next? NXT. Um, we kick off with a women's North American title qualifier: Mean Chin versus Tatum Paxley.
That's pretty good.
Did we get?
I
Yeah, we
like
got Sexy Red in the beginning as well, and with the
that.
and introducing the North American Women's Championship, which I actually like the red in the background. Looks kind of it looks nice.
I,
I don't
it
know
looks
what a
like
Sexy Red is, and I don't care.
it
That's
looks
just
like
me.
a red velvet cake. I don't
Yes.
know. I'm not mad.
But you have Michan and Tatum Paxley line up having a match afterwards. Good match.
Yep, pretty good. I mean, I like that they're having Michin like slowly claw her way through this. Maybe she will get it.
Yeah, I wouldn't pass
She
it.
needs something. Give her something. Has she been tag team champion in NXT?
She hasn't won a title at all.
Really? Interesting.
No title. And I think the time that she was getting pushed for it, it was during Shayna Baszler's run, and she didn't beat Shayna Baszler.
Damn.
And then
Yeah.
she got pushed for Bianca, and she didn't beat Bianca.
Interesting.
Yeah. Ridge Holland versus Riley Osborne with Chase U.
Match wise, it was solid, but I mean, I'm not exactly the biggest Rich Holland fan, so I'm not 100% interested in it.
Yeah. Same here. Like I'm just like, all right, whatever. I see where you're going with it, but I don't know what they're gonna do with it. Where is? Okay, so we have Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson versus Aegis Enough and Malik Blade. The Good Brothers they win the match. Solid match.
Hmm. It's not bad. Although I think the story was that didn't like Inoue take out the girl
Yep.
by
She
accident,
he jumped on
and
her.
like yeah, like so that was a whole thing.
Same the white girl.
It's like she was gonna win. I mean, they were gonna have the upper hand, and then that distraction took place, and was like, nah, you got
Yeah.
it. You done.
All right. One of my highlights of the night, Roxanne Perez wants us to know who her challenger is, and she got presented by her challenger, Jordan Grace, TNA Knockouts champion.
Yeah,
I
this was
popped.
great. Best thing for best thing on the show. Well, we'll wait a little bit later, but at this part of the show, the
Hmm.
best thing on the show. Glad to see it. Um,
I hope it works both ways. I really do. I really do.
I hope she wins. I hope Grace wins. That's
I
all I'm
wouldn't
saying.
pass it either, and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I wouldn't pass them giving her the title either.
Hmm.
And then I'm thinking about TNA right now, and right now, like all the shows are finished, but they have a pay per view, a live pay per view they just announced that's supposed to have. They're selling tickets, and so I'm like, who could be showing up on there if they're gonna have a partnership? Maybe an NXT person or two, or a WWE person shows up. But then I'm thinking about Uncle Al, AJ Styles. This is and they wished him a happy birthday the other day and shit. TNA wished him a happy birthday, and I'm like, Slammiversary's coming up. After Moose versus whoever he's fighting at the championship, I could see AJ Styles show up against Moose.
It'd be great.
That would be fucking
Why not?
amazing. But let's see where it goes because I would love the partnership to work. I would love the TNA to get that WWE rub too of people knowing that exists and people looking for it and getting better ratings and stuff like that too. Because I would love to see TNA do better as well. So this is
Hmm.
the first step, and I think Jordan Grace and Roxanne is gonna have a really good match too.
Yep.
Lola Vice versus Ariana Grace. It was a solid match. Why y'all
This was.
always like punching her in the tit? Like, yo, she's like every single person like really just aims right at there. Like she gets probably the most punches in the tit I've ever seen in my life.
I guess because she's taller than everybody. Because
Yes.
Lola Vice is definitely shorter than her.
Yeah, that's probably why. That's like their
Definitely
thing.
shorter. Like she's like 3, 4 inches shorter than her.
Yeah,
Great tall ass girl. But I think it's funny the setup for the match was just she was trying to tell her to stop with her attitude, and she was like, you know what? I'm gonna beat your ass. She's like, oh, that was the little clip they had of her saying, "Oh
yeah,
shit," but she swears up and down that's not what she said.
yeah.
So,
I liked it. That was fun. She's a fun character. I like that they giving her some TV time because she is fun.
and she's good in the ring. I appreciate that. She
Um,
she reminds me of basically Chelsea.
yeah. She even talked about it on a recent interview that Chelsea Green is the one that actually helped her a lot during when she was training in
Good
Canada.
for her.
Yeah,
Good for her.
so I can see the influence now. Lexus King versus Dante Chen. I liked it what they were doing, but the spot didn't look. It didn't look right because again it was a safe spot, so they landed on the cushion. So you pulled off the whole concrete to land back on the cushion.
I well, I get it. I get why he did it that way because he didn't want himself to hit the ground.
Nah,
Because of
I
way
get
his
it.
because of his move.
Yeah,
he hits the ground before the other guy.
But
Cause
that's a sacrifice
like,
you got to take if you're gonna do that.
so yeah, that's why it looks silly. I'm like,
I'm like, you just made it more padding for him.
so you should just did it on the table or just
Yeah,
on the ground.
on a table,
Just,
on a
just
chair.
yeah, on a chair.
Yeah, but
So,
it made sense in the story that we were building.
hmm I'm not mad.
Um,
Good to see Dante Chen still. He's still there.
yeah,
So
North American title qualifier. You got Kiana Jordan versus Rorin Sinclair. Thought it was solid.
I almost didn't recognize her because she is like very young. I'm like, who is?
Yeah,
Because I didn't recognize her name.
me either. I was like, who? And then I
Because
saw her.
she has the tiny knee pads. I'm like, is that another Soul Booker?
Yeah.
Another Soul Booker. Oh, they making them in a factory.
And then you have the final tag team match. You have Trick Williams and Evans versus Gallus. Pretty solid, but the what's really sold this whole thing is the end with the attack from Ethan Page, and Ethan Page is NXT.
Why you do? No, why you do that? Shame on that man.
Hey, he was like, I saw opportunity, and I'm going straight for that title.
All right, all right.
I'm excited to see Ethan Page. I think him in NXT, I think he'll get promo time. I think he'll get ring time. I think he'll be used a lot more useful than AEW did. They tried, but they didn't really let him highlight what he can do. So I'm excited to see what he does.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have another OG there,
Yeah,
another guy who's been around the block. Because I think that's part of what makes NXT like people focus now on the new people, but you gotta remember that there are like the cogs in the wheel, like the
yeah,
Baron Corbins. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And like before him, the Zigglers and whatnot. That was
yeah.
getting brought up to speed and whatnot. So yeah,
No, it makes sense.
if he's like that could be something though that I'm not that people don't really think about. But like if he could be like Trick's first like big rival, that's not an NXT person. That'd be good. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, and again, like he kind of played it off that he's not signed to anywhere. He's just doing a couple of days with NXT. Like, what if he's one of the factors of TNA? He
Okay.
has history with TNA. Was
Yes.
in TNA. It could be
hmm
a lot of things, but again, I would like to see this like really play out. I wouldn't mind, honestly, yo. If I'll be shocked if they drop the belt fast, but if they really want to bet on him and the chase of Trick Williams going back against him, I think they got money there.
hmm
So
I can see that. I can
there
see
you go.
that.
NXT we give it.
I gotta give it a A. I gotta give it a A. I'll probably give it an A minus because like one or two of the matches weren't that great. But I mean, just for the surprise factor alone.
Yeah.
And then I think the matches that were solid were good. So I give it an A minus.
Yep. All right. I'll go. I'll go A minus. I'll go A minus. Some things didn't hit as much as I wanted to, but the surprises it had really impacted the show. Um. All right, we go to AEW Dynamite, and we kick off with the TBS champion, and then we realize that everything was sky blue. So that lines up coming to be the ending of the show, like the main event of the show. But Miss Sky Blue does attack Mercedes and the crowd like that. It was alright.
This week I did not watch all of AEW, so I did not see this.
Alright. We got Kill Switch versus Swerve Strickland. Good. It was a solid match. More story stuff, but Strickland wins. It's still kind of like keeping the rivalry with Cage. It looks like not Cage. Christian's gonna have another fight with him eventually. And Prince Nana is pushing his coffee brand.
All right. Okay.
John Moxley versus Rocky Romero. Solid match. Um, Romero, you know who wins.
I saw it and I was like, good for Rocky.
Yep.
Bad for Rocky.
Yep.
Because he's gonna lose.
Sky Blue versus Mercedes Monet. It was an okay match, nothing special. I think the highlight of the ending of the match was Stephanie Valkyr. She's um
Oh, okay.
she's gonna challenge Mercedes Monet at Forbidden Door.
Nice. Nice.
Casino Gauntlet match. One thing about this match that it just annoyed me is the fact that once I saw that Osprey was in it, I knew exactly who was gonna win.
Who else was like,
Jay White.
uh, yeah, he's got,
Claudio was not gonna win. Hinchero was not gonna win. Orange Cassidy, I could see him winning, but yeah, Osprey and White, I think they're gonna go over him. Mystico was not winning. I don't know why he was in the match. Pac wasn't winning. He lost those last two matches. Leo Rush was cool, but he was not winning. I would like to see him win. I thought that would have been a great matchup with Swerve and Leo Rush. That would be actually really
yeah,
good.
that would have been
So,
really good.
but my only thing is with this is like the Forbidden Door, and I think I was telling you about is that wouldn't he fight Moxley because he's the IWGP champion and we champion
Oh,
versus
yeah.
champion? Or why don't you just have him fight someone in New Japan with a name like Naito? Naito versus Swerve. That would be fucking sick. Shingo, Sonata.
Yeah. Shingo, good God.
Like, I would like to see Forbidden Door with the AEW Championship. So, like, have someone that's not in the company fight him, not Osprey. I think Osprey you could save for All In or All Out, whatever. Put
Yeah.
All In. But this Forbidden Door, you could have had someone from New Japan or something, someone outside of the Federation to fight Swerve.
This is true. This is true.
That's my only disappointment. Was the match good? It was solid. Osprey wins, but I think it's too early for Swerve and Osprey. You could have built that to All Out, or All In, wherever it is first. I don't remember, but yeah. AEW give it.
I didn't see it.
So all right. I'll
Saw
go
the promos. So,
I'll
I
go B
didn't.
minus. It has competitive matches. It has some okay stories, but most of it I didn't care. Also, Trent Bennett joins the family. I don't
Strangely
care.
enough, I saw that. And I was just like, huh? He's a loser, though.
He
I
likes the
remember telling you
losers.
that. I was like, wait, but he
Yes.
lost.
Yeah. I was like, why would you want him?
Like, what the?
I did
I
watch
don't know.
TNA this week. Some solid matches. Yeah, Chris Bay versus Ace Austin. They fought each other for a number contender spot. Chris Bay won. Yeah, Zaya Brookside versus Steph D. Lander. Steph D. Lander won. Jordan Grace. They showed the recap of NXT. Um, yeah, Khan challenging Jake something. Yeah, Johnson Grisham versus Sammy Callahan. That was a crazy match, and he inked him. Um, During the Steph D. Lander match, PCL looks like he's falling in love with Steph D. Lander, so they have a little storyline there. So PCO has a heart. You had Steve McKellen versus Santana. It ended in a no contest. Trey Miguel, the Rascals, Trey Miguel and Zach Wentz, pretty much jumped both of them. Ali defeats Leo Slater. Solid match. Joe Henry versus Eddie Edwards was a really good main event, but he got beat up the by the system, and then Matt Hardy came to save. So I'll go B plus with TNA. It was good. And we go to Friday Night SmackDown, and we go with the beginning was all hail the Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax. Um, then we got Bailey coming out. She pretty much went straight to demanding Bailey to come out as champ. And then Bailey gets jumped by Piper Nevins and Chelsea Green. I like
I didn't
evil.
see that coming.
Hmm?
I said I didn't see that coming.
Oh, I love Piper Nevins. So if you have the Piper Nevins that want to murder you, I'm all for it.
Hmm.
Because she's trying to murder Bailey.
I like how nice hair fits inside her crown.
Yeah, there you go.
I
Fits.
like her. I like her queen outfit.
Me too.
This queen
Reminds me of
outfit.
the Queen of Hearts.
It reminds me of the. I don't know why, but it reminds me of the evil lady from Snow White when she turns
Oh,
into the.
Magnificent.
No,
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 no.
that's a different lady.
The
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 the old lady that turns into
yeah,
the. What is that? Is she a queen too?
yeah.
Or is she a witch? Is she
She's a
just a witch?
witch. Yeah,
I don't know who that. Yeah, that character
you're
definitely, but
right.
that's what it reminds me of because of the shoulders. That's about it.
We
Anyway,
have Champa versus Theory. Champa takes the win.
I was surprised.
Me too.
I thought they were gonna. I thought they were gonna get him.
Yep. We have also a story with AJ Styles in his bright baby blue suit. It's like asking from Nick for some mic time. He's looking emotional and looks like he's teasing retirement. He was like it looks like he was teasing. He never said he was. We
Mm-hmm.
got the battle of the Latinos because I don't know. They all have to be in gangs and fighting each other.
Oh, it didn't
Andrade.
have
Oh, he had like a
to
little
follow
promo
through.
thing with yeah, he fought Apollo, but he has a little promo thing with Angel Garza trying to get him into the Phantasma.
I mean, why
Paulo
not?
Andrade and Cruz, good match.
I'm just saying, why not? Why wouldn't you want Andrade in your group?
There you go. Gorillas of
The way you're
Death. Good.
being a Batman villain. I'm just
You got the Gorillas of Destiny. Yeah, Kevin Owens come out first. He had a promo, and then him and Heyman had a back and forth thing. I actually really liked that. And then they went into uh, they went to jump Kevin Owens, and then the Street Profits comes for the save. And with BFAB for some reason, I don't know why she's there anymore. Um, so you had the Gorillas of Destiny. They defeat the Profits, but it was a cool little story thing. But I don't know where you're going with the Street Profits right now because Bobby Lashley hasn't been there.
well,
Um,
apparently they said he's hurt.
yeah,
This was a little while ago.
and then I feel like BFAB is kind of like they were fine by themselves a little bit. Like I understand that you had the faction that she worked with, but Street Profits by themselves is money right there. You don't really need anyone else after that. That's just me. I miss their old gear because I don't like their new gear.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't the big year. I don't really
Yeah.
doesn't bother. It's just I don't know what they're doing. I do know they had Paul Heyman and pull the Uncle Phil
Yep.
on Solo, and that had me dying during the conversation they had earlier. Who is we? And I was like, I know he did not just do the Uncle Phil. Uh, so I know they're continuing with the Bloodline story, and at least it's got legs. I like how he describes them though
yeah.
as they're thugs. I love how Corey Graves is going in talking about the animalistic nature.
Yeah.
Like they really just do make them seem like they're crazy. But I mean, Tama Tonga doesn't help.
No.
The Ace Ventura sounds don't help.
Nope. Nope.
But I think this week they look better than they did. Like this is first presentation for um. I don't want to call him Camacho because I don't even know him as Camacho.
I always call him Camacho. He'll always be Camacho to
Your
me.
fault.
He'll be the
It's
fake
your
Dominican.
I know he's Tongaloa, but it's your fault. I'm saying Camacho.
I'm fine with
But
that.
but I'm just saying this is the first wrestling presentation in
yeah.
WWE getting him, and he looked good. He looked like he was trying to kill Dawkins. So I'm like, all right, good stuff.
Yeah. He has some.
So like they said, I think because of the match, like they wanted to rush to do the coronation thing faster or something
Yeah.
like that. I'm like, all right, So next week he's getting inducted
Yep.
officially into the bloodline.
Yep. Yep. All right. Then we have. Oh shit! I just looked up like the old Camacho pictures. I gotta send you. It. Naomi Bailey versus Chelsea Green and Piper Nevins. I thought it was a solid match. Also had a good story into it. And then Nevins looks like a beast right now too. Shout out to Chelsea Green. She always looks great, but Nevins is like looking vicious with those slams that she's doing, especially going after Bailey the way she is. I'm fine, and then they're set to fight at Clash of Champions.
Yeah,
Class the Clash in Gazlo, my bad. And then our ending of the show, we have AJ Styles come out. He asked Cody Rhodes to come out with him. He also has the Good Brothers with him as well, and they go a little emotion, saying what he was saying and things like that. He was able to see his son graduate high school and all this stuff. And then when they were celebrating, he catches Cody Rhodes with a mean clothesline and beats his ass.
that's some good eating right there.
There you go. SmackDown, what do you give it?
That was good. I thought AJ's deception was good. I just hope he doesn't forget his boy. It's like, what the hell's the point of this hugging them in the ring? Like, if you're not gonna use them.
Yeah,
Also, he used him to beat up Cody, so I thought that was weird.
yeah,
They didn't come sliding back in. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, yeah, I get you gotta go away. I like that Cody got emotional because the stuff he was saying was real. So
yeah,
like, it helped make it look good.
yeah,
Like, I don't have that thing where I'm like, oh, I'm waiting for the turn. I'm just like, never said retirement.
yeah,
That's all I have to say. He never said retirement. He could have been saying, I thought he was going to make an announcement. He was going to go to TNA for like a little bit or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
yeah,
didn't think he was going to retire. And so when he beat up Cody Rhodes, I was like, good, good.
excellent.
So, yes, exactly.
So, what do you
So
give
now we got
SmackDown?
a Starman suit and we got powder blue. There you
Yeah,
go. I'm gonna give it see. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna give this show an A minus because I think personally, I think a lot of the matches were good. Some of them were a little. There was like one that wasn't that long,
yeah,
but I mean they all had good story to it.
yeah,
I liked how the women's tag match specifically ended with Niven crushing Chelsea and then throwing her on Naomi.
yeah,
That was great. Didn't bring that up. That was awesome. Like I said, Rose of Destiny, they look good, man. Street Profits look good.
yeah,
Uh, so that's I'm just how. And Apollo had time. It
yeah,
wasn't the longest match, but it wasn't like a 5 minute finish. So I'm like, okay,
yeah.
I'm not mad. And it had a story in between it. So I mean, what more do you want?
There you go. I watched Collision. Collision was way better than Dynamite. I'll say that because there's two matches there that are well worth what to watch, and the rest of the show was pretty solid. Yeah, Leo Rush versus Roger Strong, amazing match. Strong wins. Daniel Garcia and Sabata versus the Workhorsemen. That was actually a pretty good tag match. You had Thunder Rosa versus Renee Dorado. That was a short match. Rosa win, but I wish it was more competitive. Yeah, the Cage of Agony in action. You know who won because they only could beat up fucking jobbers. They can't win other matches on their own. They called the Cage of Agony, which made me laugh too. Anyway,
Yeah, they changed it.
huh?
I said, yeah, they did change the title, didn't they?
Yeah,
'Cause before they did. Remember before they never said that.
no. You have Claudio versus Johnny TV. That was a solid match. Claudio wins. You had Shane Taylor's Promotions versus West Coast Wrecking Crew. Guess who won that? Who do you think won?
I know it was retail.
It was actually Shane Taylor's
What?
crew. They
They
won.
won?
Yeah,
What?
They did win. It was with the help of Go Go.
Okay, all right.
And then the
Oh
main
yeah, I
event,
forgot he's a.
yeah. And then the main event was Will Ospreay versus Kyle O'Reilly for the International Championship. This was an amazing match. This was well worth watching. So I will say 100% if you have not watched Collision, at least watch this match. A lot of technician, a lot of counters, a lot of like. It reminded me more of a New Japan match than what I got from AEW. They lit more New Japan style with that. So I'll give that credit. The show itself, I give it A-. It was like a solid wrestling show. Stories not so much, but solid wrestling show. I did love Tony Storm's little promo. I'll admit that, and that's when she said she's gonna fight Mina at Forbidden Door, which I'm excited for that.
Do it.
And shout outs to a Hey EW. She was on Hey AEW. I loved it. It was funny.
And I think also wasn't last week the same week that Tony made an announcement. I think on. See, I don't know if that was pre-recorded or whatever. Because how far along are they? Like, are how could she get a challenge from Tony and then be here? Like, damn, she's flying like that.
Uh,
Because I don't know if you saw the video when Tony challenged her. She was at a Stardom event. So I
so
don't know if it was on
that
the
was a
U.S.
so she challenged. Oh, you know what? I got that mixed up then. So she didn't do it on TV. She was saying that her Forbidden Door is open, and she had like a promo about that. Like, hey, my Forbidden Door is always open, and that's what she was saying. Then on the Stardom show, that's where she showed up and challenged her.
Okay.
With Mia, yeah. So you're correct with that.
All right.
So, go to podcasts we listen to. Um, Chris Van Vliet had Sonya Deville on,
Okay.
which was a
That's
good
cool.
conversation to talk about her injury and all. So that was actually pretty good to listen to.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That
And
was one
she
thing you
showed
didn't
up
really mention. That
on Monday
Sonya's
Raw.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in the background trying to recruit Zoe and Shayna. So,
And he had Brooke and Brawler on. That was actually an interesting conversation too.
oh wow. Okay.
Any other ones I listen? Those are like the main two I watch. Shout outs to Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I always listen to them. They have a lot of news and figure things that came out. This was the last. Yesterday was the last day for the Power Town TNA figures. So if you didn't pre-order it, good luck finding them after they come out, which will be sometime summer next year. But you know what's funny is that by those times those figures come out, I think Jordan Grace's contract ends in November. She might be in WWE. Who knows? Anyway. And last but not least is a wrestling retrospect and is my pick for this week. And I just want to make sure we didn't pick this person, and then if not, we'll go and pick him. Where is it? Retrospect. Did we pick? Uh, pick Sabata. Did we ever pick Conan?
Who's that?
Conan.
I think we did.
No.
No Conan?
No Conan. Alright. My pick would be Conan.
Okay.
Bowdy, 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 bowdy. I watched a Filthy Animals video highlight thing, so that's the reason why I picked them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That team was retarded as fuck. Rey Mysterio said some really foul shit. Hooty hoo with fucking No Limit Soldiers shit. Oh my god, that was WCW has some big cheese, a lot of cheese in that during that time. I did like the Filthy Animals though; they were fun. Anyway, so
Wasn't
Conan,
Kevin Nash? Wasn't Kevin Nash using them too? Like
No Limit
The
Soldier.
Wolfpack theme is great.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
That's his. What's his name? That's Master P.
Yeah, but it
No Limit is
wasn't.
Master P.
But he came in during when Conan and Rey Mysterio used like the No Limit Soldier shit.
They had a specific song.
No,
Like,
they
did
actually
he
just
make
they.
them a theme,
No,
or
they
did
were
they
actually
use
them
just
there.
his generic? I mean, his actual music.
Oh, Conan used his theme, his Spanish like rap shit that he did, and then when they did the Filthy
Oh,
Animals,
they
he
didn't
also
have,
did that. Yeah.
but they didn't make. He didn't make them music also.
No,
Oh, oh, damn.
and then No Limit Soldiers let him just tagging with them because they were the rivalries they had, and he had like two wrestlers in his side of things and shit. There was a lot
Oh,
of
you mean the guys were there?
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you meant.
No, Master P was legit there, and he was
Oh,
working with this Filthy Animals.
oh. I'm thinking about the music.
No, no,
Oh,
no. He was
I
legit
got you.
there. Yeah.
No, I didn't get to see that. Was that a pay per view?
No, it was just it was like a whole like Nitro, like a couple months of Nitro.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I probably have been jumped off the ship.
Yeah. For a good amount, yeah. You're right. You're right to do so, but yeah, I watched it. It was pretty terrible. Anyway, all right, we'll wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Battle Podcast. Thank you for listening. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok. All Mark with the Mic. Also follow Red Cycling Link.
Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress.
Yep,
So
yep.
check it out.
All right. Peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the Jinkies. He had a birthday today. Oh, yesterday.